Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. This will be taken in at the 1. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Whirl it. Not like 20. 12.
Just beating the play clock is gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Gurley again here on 1st down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Goff now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Hurry up, here we go.
whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist, because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there, because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
Gone, 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 gone.
3rd and goal. Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on third, Goff. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Now a first down throw. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
180.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd down.
DC. 12.
Now gone. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This one from 35 yards away. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
On the return, this is Rashad Ross now. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now it's Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Well, now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and pointed towards the target downfield.
And Dawson's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Again they run with Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go down the field and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Starting left here.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
DC. Hard ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Rosen. It's caught. Nelson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Andy Lee now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Goff now looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go, fellas, here we go. 76, tell him. 76. 76.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Rosen, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
Hardball. Merlin.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Jester. Left, Brady. Tiger. Xerox. Shell.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Early on in the broadcast, you talked about how he was one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 last year and that they needed to keep him under 100. He's well under 100.
And how about in our pregame meetings when we talked with them, they said that was going to be one of the top priorities for them in this one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Orange.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. Being chased out left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, Rosen. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He's going to look deep down the field. Josh Rosen put that one in the trophy case, his first NFL touchdown pass. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
I don't care how calm, cool, collected you carry yourself. I don't care how contained you are in your emotions. Your first touchdown pass in the NFL is awfully special. And Josh Rosen is always going to put out the vibe that, hey, I do this all the time. But inside, he's got to be so excited to have that first taste of success in the league.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Super 66. Cut. 180. Cut.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Super 66. Cut.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Cut. Block 20.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Shell 12. Shell.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. Now a desperation. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On first and 10, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cardinals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.